Ayo, Ben here, and well, welcome back. Or, well, it's not really a welcome back. This is my creative test world. You've seen some stuff over there. I have not shown you what those do, and I've definitely not shown you this, which I've been working on. Let me fix the tooth, because little brother decided to break it. And also, this is just something I did because I was getting really, I needed something to take my mind off the tedious task of building this and then filling it with water. But this is a boat racetrack. American, of course. Now I'm going to fly up real quick to give you a bird's eye view of it. And I call this the super flat ring, kind of like Nuremberg ring and Hockenheim ring. Land in the water, land in the water. Ah, dang it. Oh well. Now that you've gotten the bird's eye view, I'm going to go ahead and do a lap of the course and then explain what it all came from. There is no timer yet. I have not figured that out. But whatever. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, of course, I am taking the ideal racing line. I'm glad I didn't hit that. Yeah, I used the slow slant, so slow sand on the outsides, and when I added the rumble strips, I forgot that the boat would hit the rumble strip first and not the soul sand. But yeah, this part is a really technical section. Boats need to make some sort of sound when they're on the water, I think. And, well, I just wrecked. That's a minecart, not a boat. It's a 0. I went too low there, so for now I'm just going to finish the lap. And each of those is just the end of the sector. This is where your time would be measured for DRS, even though there is no DRS here. And this is where you'd be able to use it. But again, we don't have that here, so time would be measured, and that's the end of the sector. Or not sector, but the zone. And that's the end of the lap. And I broke a piece of track there somewhere, so let me fix that. Now let me explain the course as best I can. Start finish line, I wanted a decent sized straight so you could sort out stuff at the beginning of that happens at the starting grid, especially with 12 places. This is also going to allow the leader a chance to try and duck to the inside so that he can maintain his pole position lead as he rounds the first two corners, which were meant to be very fast. Were meant to be fast corners, nice and sweeping. Again, same with this corner, which was meant to be quick. And that's the end of Sector 1, which is meant to be a very quick sector, but not extremely fast. Meant to have some corners. This is a slower sector that we're entering, Sector 2, which begins with a chicane before a hairpin. Well, a fairly wide hairpin, to be quite honest. It's not even a hairpin, it's just a full 180 turn. And here's an interesting part. For those people who... I'm going to be posting this map so you can... Well, maybe not. I'll be opening this up to land, but... This is for those people who aren't really good at controlling boats. They can go straight just by removing lily pads and blocking off that section. Or Sector 2 can be an extremely technical sector featuring a 90 followed by a very smooth corner, almost a straight if you think about it. But then following a corner that really narrows down, but it does have plenty of runoff. Said if you take it a little wide, you can get back on a decent line. And that's not supposed to be like that. Let me fix that. There. Fixed. But this is taken like the circuit they used for the Indian Grand Prix. Section much like this. You exit here, and you want to try and get as close to the outside here for this very abrupt 90. And then get ready for the next corner, which is another 90. That flows right into the end of Sector 2. Now Sector 3 is much like Sector 1, except faster. Only one chicane and a hairpin, and of course a 90. This is where if we were in F1, DRS would be enabled. This in the front stretch, of course. The hairpin is one of the many areas where you're actually going to have to slow down. And again, DRS would be enabled here. The emerald signify where the time would be taken for DRS. So let's see if I can actually complete a lap on camera. This time. Go. And I'm tapping S when you see the boat twitch just a little bit. That's essentially the brakes. I did not take an ideal line into that corner. Now I have noticed that an ideal line is important. Or as close to one as you can get. This section is much faster than you would think, especially if you're taking the ideal line. Don't hit the wall. Dang it. I didn't. I don't think I hit the wall. Let's try this again. Come on. I can do a lap on camera because I've done plenty off. And that just goes to show how difficult this course actually is. That was a good corner. That was iffy. Ow! Boom. Spun out. Well, y'all know how the course is supposed to go. And like I said, I've completed laps off camera. That's the only reason why I haven't made edits to it, other than actually adding this section, because originally it was just meant to go straight here. I decided it looked a bit like it needed something. Zero. And so I added this section, much like the course on the Indian Grand Prix. The rest of the course is a lot like, I'd say a mix of Monza and, I don't know, I almost want to say, Circuit of the Americas. I don't know, maybe Canadian sort, place where they hold the Canadian Grand Prix. Singapore maybe, but that would be due to this part. But it's not very crazy like the Singapore course is. That's definitely inspired by India's. But, I mean, it's meant to be a mix of a lot of different things. Anyway, in a few minutes I'm going to see if I can get somebody to race against, and I'll see you then. And we are back, and my brother's coming over. He has decided to be Breaking Bad today. Get out of... Well, I already had a boat, so... Take position 1. Okay, so I guess my little brother wants to be position 2. Ready? Crap, I've got the inside. Or the outside. Got a much worse line than him. He's probably going to fling around the outside. And... Okay, he's beating me in the sector 1, though, had I taken it wide. Not cool, Will. Anyway, now that I'm clearly very far ahead, as long as I don't wreck, I should be fine. Ooh, this complex gives me some problems, especially that. Oh, well, I made it. I'm probably going to win. Well, it's a 3-lap race. I should have said that at the beginning, but... Okay. I'm in the DRS zone. Fell through that chicane like a pro. Whoa, and there's thunder outside. Whoa. Now he should get a penalty. He's going to have like a 10-second penalty for causing a collision. For a course like this, you should definitely follow a decent racing line. Oh, he must have crashed there too. Told you it's a tough course. He doesn't believe it. Whoa. I think he may have caught me in that sector. Crap. Yeah, that complex of corners gives me some problems. It's actually trickier than one might be led to believe. Okay, timing for the DRS zone. Let's fall through the chicane. And that should be another penalty. It's another penalty. One more penalty and he's DQ'd. Final lap. And he is DQ'd. DQ'd. Yep, that's what happens when you get 4 penalties. So you get disqualified. Still gonna finish the course because there we go. Got through that complex safely. And fast left, or fast right. Fall through the chicane. And we got a long zone. And I win. Of course, to be fair, would have won anyway. He's got a fairly derpy face. Six, 0. Slash 3, 5, 6 gaming. Yep. Because that's the way it works. Other than a few penalties, it wasn't too bad. To be honest, I don't think I would have been hit had I not crashed my boat over in that range. But anyway, for now, I guess that race was good enough. See you next time.